Righto then. Why does it change the title of the freaking video? Fuck's sake. Alright, anyway, that's a good way to start the video, isn't it, by swearing? Yeah, sorry about that. Right, so, if you're still here, then welcome back. If you're not still here, then, well, you're not still here, so why do I need to say anything? I'm just going to change this title again. I did actually originally change it, so we're going to be talking about some announcements here, and basically, there are 3 things that I want to announce, and I'm going to do them all in one video, because it makes more sense, and start off an announcement by saying fuck, so fantastic. Either way, 3 things. First of all, if you don't already know, Blood Bowl 2, led by Cyanide themselves, are going to soon start a World Cup 2018, and the qualifying stage officially starts on, I believe, the 4th, though I don't have the information in front of me right now. It starts next week, definitely, though, officially. And World Cup qualifying in ADEnglish Invitational is currently open. Let's just change this title very quickly because it's annoying me that it's wrong. Announcements, and I am going to change the screen in a second as well, so at the moment you're just going to have to deal with listening to my voice. I apologise for that as well, of course. World Cup qualifier. And Invitational Season 3. Right. When this works. There we go. So let's get a new screen up, I guess, first of all. That'll be the first job, wouldn't it? Because this is the best announcement I have ever done. Everything makes perfect sense, no problem at all. Everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, where is the thing? We can't find the thing. There's the thing. Hello. Right, Vortex. Awesome. Right, we don't need that. First thing. Now, I'm going to try and upgrade my Twitch level, if you like. So I'm going to need to pick up 50 individual followers, and also stream at least 3 times a week, which I'm pretty sure I already do without any kind of obvious schedule. So that's the 2 things I need to do. But I'm announcing it here because this is going to go up on YouTube, and it's going to be an awful video, but still, it's going to go up on YouTube, and I'm going to be appealing basically to anybody who's on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, below there is a link for my Twitch channel. If you can do me a favor, I don't often ask people to do this directly, but if you can do me a favor and follow me on Twitch, even if you don't watch me, that will help me a hell of a lot, because I'm going to be going for a way to try and make at least a little bit of money doing this, because I spend so much time doing it. So anybody who's on YouTube but not on Twitch, I would appreciate your support and follow. This is the only time I'm going to plug it, and that's the only thing I'm going to say about it, apart from maybe writing it in my Discord somewhere. But the link will be in YouTube below. If you're not already part of Twitch, please consider joining me there, because I play everything I play on Twitch first, it goes on YouTube second. And it must be quite annoying to watch these YouTube videos and see me talking to people, and you can't actually see the chat. So please do, even if you don't want to watch me, consider joining me there. But you don't have to. I just ask that you consider it. Second thing, more important thing, fun things. We'll start with the World Cup qualifier, I guess, and I didn't open the rules. Why didn't I open the rules? Right, okay, let's get the rules up. 1 second. Let me just turn this off. There we go. So, we have quite explicit rules about our World Cup qualifier, and I'm going to go through them right now. The World Cup qualifier has actually been open for the past week and a half, I'm not sure exactly, and we do already have 17 coaches taking part, which is fantastic, and I'm glad to have you all there. But, well, I need at least 18 to make it viable as it stands, but we'll go through the rules as they are, and let's just get the screen back up so you can actually see them. There we go, magic. So I'm just going to read the rules, then I'll point you to the list and tell you how the list works, and you can decide to join me. Also will be linked down below. And if anybody is in chat, if you can link it to chat, that would be great, but I will try and do it in just a moment. Both the rules and the qualifier. However, the rules, here they are, right in front of you on screen, so I don't need to give them to you right now on Twitch, and I just shut Twitch, didn't I? That was stupid. Alright, so signups will be open at the announcement of these rules. Signups will be added to the signups tab below as and when I see them. I actually haven't been doing that bit, but I will be doing it before I send the final list off to Nephios tonight. You can sign up here, the link is actually in the document. Please fill in all sections of the form. I'll have a look at it in a moment, and country is of course optional. You don't have to tell me which country you live in or in which country you are representing. Everybody over the age of 18, 21 in the USA, cyanide enforced rule, not my enforced rule, is welcome to apply to the qualifier. Under 18s or under 21s can also apply in my competition because I'm not a stickler for minors. If you want to come join me in the competition, you can. Just be aware that you can't actually take part in the World Cup itself. As far as we can tell, and this is actually confirmed now, you are able to play in multiple qualifiers from different private leagues based on the 2016 rules and also based on information from Nephios himself now. You'll have to choose who to represent if you do happen to majestically win in multiple leagues though. So just keep that in mind. But you can qualify with me, with ICBBL, with Rebel, with Beantown, with all of those great leagues that are part of my setup, and you know, the guys who we wink wink nudge nudge and support each other whenever we can. You guys are all welcome to take part in all of our leagues if you so wish to play in 20 qualifiers because you're crazy. I'll not enforce an upper limit of coaches. Yeah, I'm sticking to that. I'm not going to enforce an upper limit of coaches, and even if you're brand new to the community, this is actually cyanide enforced anyway, but I would have had this rule regardless. You can take part in the qualifier, of course. You're welcome to do that. The rules then. I'm actually going to be writing official rules for the league as well over probably tomorrow, to be honest, because I need to get them up. But we're going to have official league rules because I don't have official league rules, and I should. And the league is getting pretty big. So this code of conduct at the moment consists in all leagues, just so you're aware. Let me be clear here, and let me be clear talking as well. I will take this league very seriously, and the yet unknown number of tickets, 1 to 5, will be offered to coaches that represent ADEnglish Invitational in accordance with the unwritten but expected code of conduct that applies to all of our leagues. For instance, if you concede your game, and there's no good reason, if you don't disconnect, if you're not dying, if you are not sick and need to go to the toilet, if you don't need to go to the hospital, any, you know, legitimate in real life, they don't have to be that extreme, but any legitimate in real life issue, if you concede, you will be banned, both from the league and also from, well, just from the league actually. I'm not going to ban you necessarily from ADEnglish as a whole, but I will ban you from the league in which you conceded. Having said this, I will allow for 1 missed game in the qualifier. If you legitimately cannot get a game sorted, and your opponent cannot as well, and you can tell me in plenty of time, and I cannot accommodate this, I will let 1 game go, but 2 will not be tolerated. Accusations of game throwing or toxic behavior, as in all leagues here, will be taken very seriously and be investigated. That doesn't mean that if someone points a finger at you, you are automatically guilty, but it does mean that I will look into it. If you are found to have done whatever it is said you have done, I will take action based on what you've done, basically. It says ban both blah blah blah, but it depends what you do and why, etc. It is a case-by-case basis. And specifically for the World Cup qualifier, there will be no chance to restart a team. Generally speaking, I don't let you restart teams anyway, but there are a couple of exceptions if there's a pre-season thing. In the World Cup qualifier though, you only get 1 shot with 1 team. If you decide that the team isn't going well, you're welcome to drop out. But I won't let you replace the starting team. I think that's clear as it is. It's all here if you want to read it in more detail. The format then. They've changed the WISN format, so I'm not entirely positive how the format is going to look, but the plan is a WISN format in 1 division will be created. Each coach will get 10 games, and each round will last over a 10-day period. WISN format implies that all teams do not play each other, as is the case in round-robin leagues. Instead, you play a subset of opponents from the entire pool of coaches signed up to the league. The subset of opponents will be randomized using the in-game mechanic. I will not do it myself, unless I have some dropouts, in which case I will have to actually manually do it. I would actually ask that you don't drop out, but if you really want to, then I'm not going to stop you. Tickets to the World Cup itself will be given to the top teams qualifying via the following criteria in order. Your win, tie, loss record. If that is drawn for whatever reason, the score difference. If that is drawn, kill-death ratio, and if absolutely necessary, if all 3 things are the same somehow, a friendly match with overtime enabled as the final tiebreaker. In the event that we do get more than 2 tickets, I really doubt it though, I will set up a poll for one free position given to a member of the community that will be peer voted as a representative. In the very unlikely event of 4 to 5 tickets, there will still only be one free spot offered. So top 2 tickets have to be won. If there's a third ticket by some miracle, I'll put a vote out. And if there's more than 3 by some uber miracle, then just the one free ticket will exist. You're welcome to take part in this competition even if you are uncertain or do not wish to participate in the World Cup itself. The qualifier is very much intended as a good-spirited way to get the whole community to engage, so it is great if as many of our community as possible step up and take part. I would, however, prefer to know beforehand if you are playing just for fun so that I know how you are thinking. I actually have decided now I will try and qualify. There are no race restrictions, but mixed teams are not allowed. While I normally run leagues that promote all races and all types of teams, even if 5 teams are the top results, I will not call foul. Therefore, it is suggested that you choose a race you feel comfortable with and have fun playing. In terms of the deadline for your race, you don't need to tell me before tonight. I can give a list without confirmed teams, that's not a problem. But I will need to know within, I don't know, this week basically. Tell me before the end of the week if you can. There'll be a pause after 5 games. No, I missed a bit, sorry. Qualifying teams will start as fresh max TV 1000 teams and will progress as normal. If you qualify, you'll be making a new team for the World Cup itself, so keep this in mind. The qualifying team will only be used for the qualifier. I won't accept it anywhere else. There'll be a pause after Game 5 where I will allow an optional admin loss, if so desired, to give teams with multiple miss next game players or permanent injuries the chance to heal injured pieces. At the end of the season, the admin loss will still be counted towards your record. If you are equal to another coach who did not take the admin loss, that means that they will get the point over you, basically. The timeline, rules and sign-up need to be done by the 29th. I'm actually sending it tonight, though. We get a number of tickets depending on number of sign-ups, probably 1, but we'll see. We and all other qualifier leagues kick off on the 4th of April when the official launch takes place. Qualifiers are around until early July, date not yet supplied, and the sign-up list here is far from complete. I'll have a look at the sign-up list now, which is here. Let me explain this as well. So, let's actually make this easier to understand as the title. So, what you can see here then, I need your name in-game, I need your name in Discord. If you already have your team name decided, then tell me your team name and the race you are playing. Let me know if you do want to qualify or if you just want to play for fun. So far, thankfully, everybody wants to qualify. And do let me know as well if you are only playing in ADEnglish Invitational Qualifier or if you are playing in multiple qualifiers. If you're playing in multiple qualifiers, just so I know, just so I can give this information to Cyanide if they need it. They will actually get this list so they can see. And let me know whichever leagues you're playing in, just because. It's nice to share where we are. I don't even know what LOEG is. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I see. Confirm that you are over 18, because this is a requirement of Cyanide. I will not, of course, be asking you for any kind of ID, but it's the only way I can tell Cyanide that you are over 18. If you lie, that's on you. It's not on me, as far as I'm concerned. And if you want to, you can tell me the country you're representing. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm representing home or my house, but I've put both. And most people have put their actual countries, some people have put joke things like Lustria, and some people have refused, and that's fine. You don't have to tell me this part if you don't want to, but if you do want to, it's just a little bit of fun we can add to League. I'm just going to reopen Twitch, and I'm not going to do it that way. So let me just turn the screen off for 1 second. That was the sound, not the screen, I apologise. Let me just turn the screen off for 1 second so I can get Twitch back up and check in with chat, basically, just to see if there's any questions, anything like that. I'm definitely still streaming at least, so that's a start. Are we going up? We're going up slowly. And I should check as well if there has been all of this stuff added or if I need to add it myself. I'm going to give you the list anyway, just in case, so let's do that now. I'm going to drop this in chat. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully this is all available to you. One thing I will say, if I catch you trolling around with a sheet, I will kick you out of the qualifier, okay? I'm not really in the mood for that kind of thing with this. I'm sorry I'm so strict on this, but you know, it's Blood Bowl community-wide, so I'm not pulling any punches with this league. that's the qualifier. And the third and final thing I want to announce is the Legendary Invitational. Season 3, because we're at the end of Season 2, almost. I will say this first off, there will be a break between the end of Season 2 and Season 3, because there's way too much going on. However, I am happy to receive sign-ups at this stage, and let me just get the rules open, because I don't have them open for some reason. And there is no chat, so I'm going to leave that alone. If you guys have seen something, then sorry, because Twitch was shut. I haven't been able to catch it, so if there is something burning that you really want to tell me, please do let me know again. I haven't quite confirmed the exact rules of Legendary, but they are in my head. Just the rules themselves are actually pretty straightforward. So I'll show you what's here at the moment. And let me just get this back up. Display capture, there we go. Vortex. So, after the end of 2 invitationals, the server will hold a Legendary Edition, where teams can return and relive former glories or die a second death. The format is entirely dependent on the number of coaches and teams that tend to take part. I haven't decided on the format yet. Rounds will still be every 2 weeks, however, because that's how we do things here. Legendary will be separate to the Standard Invitational, and the 2 competitions will not run perpendicular. Race limitations will be lifted almost for the Legendary format. So, sign-up rules. Any Invitational coach who has been in Invitational Season 1, Invitational Season 2, for now just those 2 leagues, in the future I'll think about adding more, is welcome to bring back Legendary teams, regardless of season or amount of games, as long as they have only played in the Invitational formats. This, of course, includes the spin games for Season 1. Coaches are not limited to 1 team. All Invitational teams are welcome to return. It should go without saying that no coach will have more than 1 team in a division, however. Only 1 team can progress to the KO per coach as well, of course. The best record, even if the other team is preferred, that's the team that will go to the knockout. So, if for example, I'm running my Ogres and my Norse, my Norse are the better team without a doubt. If my Ogres qualify and my Norse don't, my Ogre goes through, regardless of what I think, basically. Extra teams are optional, of course. You don't have to bring, well, you don't have to bring them both back, you don't have to bring any back, of course, but if you do want to bring both teams back, you can. If you're a new coach and want to take part, I'll allow it. 1 team max, though. Any team that has competed in a recognized league, ICBBL, Rebel, Mad Academy, blah 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 blah, you can bring a team with up to 20 competitive games to take part, so you don't have to bring a completely fresh team, so long as they have played in a competitive format and competitive format only. So if you're in a recognized league, the list is nowhere near extensive. I mean, not even BB Lands is on here, or League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. But if you can tell me the league, tell me where you've played, what division, etc. you've played in, and you've got maximum 20 games, I will allow the team into the Invitational Season 3. And if you want to bring an outside team, they must... If an Invitational coach wants to bring an outside team, you must abide by Rule 3 as well. You can also bring a brand new team if you're completely crazy. I'll allow that, but only 1. Divisions will be as fairly seeded as possible. KO slots will be offered to each division, with best records taking remaining slots. KO size will be based on the number of eligible teams. So, at the moment, still have the title from the game against Top Hat. Oh, screw it. I don't know why. I've updated it 3 times now. I'm not going to update it again. So, I apologize for the title of this video on Twitch. So, I have this sign-up sheet. This is all the teams that qualify from Season 1 and Season 2. This does not mean that you have been signed up to the competition. This does mean, though, that you are in a list ready to sign up if you do so wish. So all of the coaches are here, and your teams that have been in Invitationals. So let me know if you want your team to come back to Season 3, and I will make you green. So I'll do it for myself right now. I'll bring back, for now at least, I'll bring back both teams. So let's add myself as green. There we go. Now both my teams have signed up for the league. Let me know, and I will add you as is necessary. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got to say. Sorry for the kind of crazy version. This must be really weird watching this in reverse. Alright, let's turn the screen back off. That was the sound again. There we go. So, yeah, do let me know if you want to take part in Legendary. If you want to take part in the World Cup qualifier, you can just simply sign up on the sheet that's there. I will try and retroactively change the title of this video again. On YouTube, hopefully it will be listed correctly either way. Thank you very much for watching a second time. I'm going to go away until my game in the evening. So that's all from me for now. Take care.